I'm standing in room 412 of Mercy General Hospital, Bay Area, watching my daughter Laura's chest rise and fall in perfect rhythm with the ventilator. The fluorescent lights hum above her like they're trying to keep her alive too. Her wedding ring still catches the light. A thin gold band I helped her pick out 6 years ago. Ethan hasn't been here in 3 days. Not once. I know exactly where he is because Olivia posted it all over Instagram. Stories that expire in 24 hours but stay burned in my mind forever. Champagne flutes raised. Sunset bleeding across the Pacific. Her in that red bikini. His arm around her waist. Slip 19 at Marina Del Rey. $50,000 for the weekend. While Laura's brain swelled from the impact, they were toasting new beginnings. Nurse Carla Ruiz has worked ICU for 21 years. She pulls me into the supply room at 11:52 p.m. And her hands are shaking so hard the clipboard rattles. "Judge Bennett," she whispers. "There's something you need to see." She flips to the DNR order filed yesterday at 3:22 p.m. One signature. Not Ethan's usual messy scrawl. Too neat. Too perfect. And the attending physician never countersigned. Hospital policy requires 2. I've seen forged documents in family court for 32 years. This one screamed guilt. The next morning I'm back at 6 a.m. Sharp. The security guard at the ICU door stops me cold. "Sorry, sir. Dr. Cole left explicit orders. No one except immediate family. My own son-in-law has banned me from seeing my daughter." I sit in the parking lot for 4 hours, replaying every red flag I ignored because Laura was in love. Carla finds me in the cafeteria on her break. She slides a folder across the table like it's radioactive. I could lose my job, but I can't watch this. Inside, visitor logs. Ethan visited twice in 19 days. 2 times. The nurses have been hearing him on the phone in the consult room, calling the insurance company, asking about death benefit timelines, expedited claims. $2.5 million policy. The one he insisted she take out right after Sophie was born. "We have to protect our future," he told her. Then Carla drops the bomb about Sophie. "Ethan filed papers with Child Protective Services yesterday claiming I have early-stage dementia and am unfit to care for my 6-year-old granddaughter if anything happens to Laura. I had a full cognitive workup 3 months ago, perfect scores. He's trying to erase me." That night I sit beside Laura again. Old courthouse habits taught me which entrance the night guard never checks. I hold her hand. It's warm. The EEG shows brain activity. Complex waves. Not the flat line of someone who's already gone. I think about the Instagram story timestamped exactly 37 minutes after her emergency craniotomy began. They were celebrating while surgeons were fighting to save her. At 11:47 p.m. I make the call I swore I'd never make again. "Tony, it's Bill Bennett. Remember that favor?" Tony Castellanos, former FBI, white-collar specialist, owes me from a custody case 23 years ago. I write him a $30,000 check from my retirement account before I even hang up. The call comes at 7:19 a.m. Ethan's voice is ice. "Bill, we need to discuss Laura's situation. Like she's a case file." I keep my tone even. 32 years on the bench taught me how to hide rage. "Which neurologist told you she's brain dead?" Long pause. "Dr. Harlan." I write the name down. "Tony will check." Turns out Dr. Harlan has never heard of Laura. I mention California community property laws. I mention the $2.5 million. I mention the yacht timestamp that proves he signed the DNR while still at sea. The mask slips. "You've been stalking Olivia's Instagram?" His voice cracks. I tell him I know about the Le Bernardine dinners 49 times in 18 months. I know about the Patek Philippe he bought with Laura's trust fund money. I know Jessica. Wait. Olivia. works in hospital billing, and has been pulling patient insurance files. He threatens me, calls me a washed-up judge, says Laura is going to die and Sophie will have a functioning mother. I smile into the phone. Interesting choice of words. I'll remember that. Tony's preliminary report lands at 3:17 a.m. Ethan makes $62,000 as a resident. In the last 6 months, he's spent $139,000.
Yacht.
Jewelry. Watches. All while siphoning Laura's individual trust, $367,000 withdrawn in small, careful increments. Every transaction carries the hospital IP address. Every single one. Then Tony sends the metadata from Olivia's yacht photos. They weren't just partying.
They were celebrating.
The toast happened 41 minutes after Laura's surgery started. Caption: to new chapters. I drive to my study at 3:45 a.m., pull out the file cabinet, write another check, $60,000 this time. Forensic accountant Dr. Lena Park arrives at 8:30 a.m. 22 years FBI financial crimes. She opens her laptop, and the spreadsheets look like a murder scene.
Dr.
Park finds a smoking gun in 3 hours. Ethan used his hospital login to authorize transfers from Laura's trust while he was documented in surgery. Impossible. He created shadow accounts. E.
Cole. Dr. E. Cole.
Marcus E. Cole, laundering Laura's inheritance into gifts for Olivia. A $24,000 diamond bracelet the same week Laura coded in the ICU. Nurse Patricia Williams calls me at 12:45 p.m. Last night at 2:03 a.m. Ethan showed up unscheduled with an unlabeled syringe. She stopped him. The syringe is now in the lab. Results come back at 1:17 p.m. Concentrated potassium chloride mixed with insulin, enough to stop a heart in minutes and make it look like diabetic shock. I find him in the level 3 parking garage. He's walking to his BMW, medical bag in hand. When he sees me, his face drains of color. I hold up my phone, lab report glowing on the screen. His keys clatter to the concrete. Routine medication, he stammers. I step closer. Hospital policy requires labels. This one didn't have one. Nurse Williams has the footage. His expensive watch, bought with Laura's money, catches the light. I tell him about the brake line tampering on Laura's Honda. Surgical cut. His surgical tools. He tries to run. I don't stop him. I already have everything I need. I call Dr. Patricia Hammond, Chief of Staff. We served on the board together. Within an hour, the hospital suspends Ethan pending investigation. By 6 p.m., Channel 7 is outside. Prominent Bay Area surgeon accused of attempting to murder comatose wife while stealing hundreds of thousands to fund affair. They show the yacht photos. They show Ethan stumbling out of the garage. Olivia deletes her Instagram and flees to LAX. She's arrested in Vancouver trying to board a flight to Dubai. Her laptop contains emails, photos, timelines, everything. They celebrated the successful accident the night Laura crashed. The custody hearing is in the same courtroom where I used to preside. Judge Rebecca Martinez, whom I trained, listens to Nurse Carla, to Tony,
to Dr. Park,
to FBI Special Agent Maria Rodriguez. Ethan's lawyer barely puts up a fight. Emergency guardianship granted. All marital assets frozen. I am appointed conservator of Laura's estate. 3 months later, Laura opens her eyes.
Daddy.
Her voice is hoarse, but it's hers. The doctors call it a miracle. I call it the will of a mother who refused to leave her little girl. The criminal trial ends last week. Ethan Cole, guilty on all counts, attempted murder, insurance fraud, wire fraud,
theft.
25 years to life. Olivia, 8 years. Eligible in 4. His medical license revoked. The yacht seized and auctioned for restitution. Laura is home now, doing physical therapy in the living room while Sophie reads to her every night. Last Sunday, Sophie asked why Daddy doesn't visit anymore. Laura looked at me, then at her daughter, and said, "Some people choose money over family. Grandpa chose us. I still wake up at 3 a.m. sometimes, replaying that moment in the garage when Ethan's keys hit the floor. 32 years protecting other people's families. And the hardest fight was the one for my own. Some people think love makes you weak. They forget that a father's love is the most dangerous force on earth when someone tries to take his child away." The machines are gone now. The beeping replaced by Sophie's laughter and Laura's quiet thank you every single morning. Family isn't just blood. It's the choice to stand between the people you love and anyone who would hurt them. And I will make that choice every single day for the rest of my life.